welcome to Trav Shots with Nishant Krishna. This is a continuation of my travelogue in Kodaikanal. This is supposed to be my final video on this particular travelogue. We are going via Parni to reach the plains, so this is going to be a different route, quite interesting, quite adventurous. So let's continue watching.
And so we started our journey to Parni. Kodai in the early morning just looked beautiful. We were to cover one spot on our way, and that was the Silver Cascade Falls.
So guys, the first destination that welcomes you when you enter Kodaikanal is the Silver Cascade Falls. So this is the very first sightseeing spot that you see once you enter Kodaikanal. I could not show you this particular spot because when I was ascending, it was completely covered by mist. So I thought that in the first destination I will cover while descending would be this. If you haven't seen my other videos, please do check it out in the description of this video. You will find all other videos as well.
Just before you enter or exit Kodaikanal, the Silver Cascade Falls welcomes you on the way. Created by the excess water of the Kodai lake, these waterfalls present a perfect backdrop for a spectacular selfie. Located on the road, approximately 8 km from the city, the water gushes down from a vertical cliff of over 180 feet on the rocks, finally resting in the pool near the Ghat Road. It presents a pleasing and immensely stimulating view during the monsoon season. And then we bid bye-bye to Kodaikanal town. Our journey was towards Parni, a town in Tamil Nadu famous for its hill temple. I'll show you a glimpse of that as we continue this journey. Parni is about 60 kilometers away and would take close to 2 hours for us to reach. We had a plan of visiting an unexplored dam on the way, and we were all excited about it. We were at Perumal Malai. There are 2 entry and exit points to Kodaikanal. One via Dindigul, which we use for our ascent. It's a completely greenish and a foresty way. You can check out my first video, the road trip from Chennai to Kodai, and you will get to understand how our ascent was. The other way is via Parni, which gives us a valley-like roadway. That's the route we were taking for our descent. Perumal Malai is the vantage point for both routes, and that's the significance of this place. And then our journey towards Parni began. If you choose the Parni route, you're in for a surprise. Built in 1970s by the Highways Department of India, this is a 50-kilometer hill ride that consists of 21 hairpin bends. It's a 2-way road, but you will find only space for 2 cars and not 2 buses. But the road is beautiful and scenic. My only request would be is not to rash drive because it is very steep and has sharp turns, so you will have to be extra cautious. I loved capturing this visual of our car at one of the hairpin bends. And then as we were nearing the plains, we could see a wonderful dam that was in sight right in front of us, and we decided to explore it. And finally, it was an emotional moment bidding goodbye to the hills, and we were on the plains. But we were excited to explore the next spot. Off we were to the dam that I was talking about. And here we were at the final checkpost. Nobody actually checked our e-pass during our descent, though we had a valid e-pass for the duration of our stay at Kodai.
So once you descend from the Kodai find a very unique spot called as the Vardhama Nadi Dam. Not many people come to this place, and that's the reason why this is largely unexplored. I thought I should show it to you through my channel, and let's get in and let's explore.
The Vardhama Nadi Dam is located at a distance of about 7 kilometers from Parni. The dam comes on the way to Tekkan Thotam and has become a famous picnic spot today. The dam has various entertainment activities, especially for children. The spot can be reached by bus from Kodaikanal. If you are traveling with family, it is recommended to add Vardhama Nadi Dam to your travel plans. This will ensure that you get some entertainment. We had to climb through the steep steps and we were in full josh to go to the top to look at the amazing view that was waiting for us. And this was the beautiful view at the top. I was literally speechless. It was worth our time and effort, and we just loved the ambience that was in store. At times it is important that we just unwind in these kind of places. And then after a short trip at Vardhama Nadi Dam, we then moved towards Parni, and this was the first glimpse of the Parni temple.
Guys, time is exactly 10 a.m. and I reached Parni. As you saw, I was just showing you the temple clips of Parni. So we're just going to have our breakfast. The next destination in our list is Pollachi. So Pollachi, if you see, is a small town in the district of Coimbatore, which is again known for its serene and very lush green environment. So over to Pollachi after breakfast. See you.
This entire belt of Parni, Udumalpet and Pollachi is famous for windmills. This provides opportunity for power generation. In 2005, there was an exponential rise in the number of windmills in this region as more wind projects were sanctioned by the government. It is critical to remember that these wind projects were not created to reduce carbon dioxide emissions but to use the high wind velocity to generate electricity and help the state of Tamil Nadu. The windmills were seen as a boon for local people and economy as they would contribute more electricity to the state and the district.
Guys, I am in a town called Pollachi, which is 40 kilometers away from Coimbatore. This particular town is called in Tamil as Porul Vaitsi, which means gifted with beauty.
This particular road is the famous Anaimalai road, which is a small taluk in Pollachi. It holds significance because it is the shooting spot for many movies. Look at the greenery on either side of the road. It's just a treat to our eyes.
Another reason why Pollachi is famous is for this reason of tender coconuts. The trees over here give you about 250 coconuts per year. Each of these trees give you 250 tender coconuts per year, and that's huge. And the other reason why they get all these coconuts is because they can make coir out of this, and that's a major factor why Pollachi exports a lot of coir to foreign countries as well.
Pollachi is the coconut capital of Tamil Nadu. The peak season starts as temperature soars from March. In order to help the coconut farmers get a better price for tender coconut, the state government had opened a coconut trade center. Pollachi also boasts of one of the largest jaggery markets in Asia and the largest cattle market in South India.
So that concludes this edition of Craft Shots. If you like this episode, please do share it with your friends and relatives, and also comment if you have any suggestions. If you haven't still subscribed to my channel, please do so, and also hit the bell icon to be notified on the next video. Till then, signing off, Nishant.